the country where I first raised my head, where I loved my parents, where every stone knows me, where I made my home, where I first knew God, where my ancestors lived and left their graves behind them, where I grew on bits of bread, where I learned to speak my language, where I have my friends and family, where I laughed and where I've cried, where I dwell with mirth and hope, where one day I long to perish.
My name is Anne, and I moved to Domodedovo 2 years ago. I fell in love with this quiet town. People of Domodedovo turned out to be friendly, kind, generous, and merciful. In my opinion, this town is special. I enjoy living here.
Domodedovo land is renowned not for its architecture, but for its people. The glory of Domodedovo land is the glory and feats of people who lived here, and some of them shed their blood on this land. They were the saints, and right here they did their heroic deeds. They were priests, a bishop, a laywoman, 3 nuns, abbesses. They were killed or suffered gravely because of their faith, and refused to compromise their faith.
In the beginning of 20th century, there were a lot of churches. Many of them were destroyed by the Bolsheviks. From 1930 to 1934, the number of churches reduced by 30%. In summer 1937, by Stalin's command, an order was given to shoot all the confessors who were in prison or in camps.
I'm Tatiana. I was born in the village of Danilova.
The Church of St. John the Baptist in Danilova, one of the oldest villages of the Domodedovo district, was built in 1755, but it was almost destroyed by the Bolsheviks. One of the Domodedovo saints, Nikolai Vinogradov, served there for 32 years. He founded a school in Danilova where he taught free of charge. With love for the Lord, Nikolai Vinogradov did his best to save the church from the Bolsheviks. In 1930, he was arrested and sent in exile, where he died.
I'm Alona. My family attends Znamenskaya church in the village Kuzminskaya. One of the holy martyrs of Domodedovo, Alexander Parasnikov, served there. He accepted his priestly rank along with the crown of martyrdom. He refused to cooperate with the new revolutionary government and thus was executed by shooting.
A young Georgian princess Tamara Marjanova decided to become a nun at the age of 19 and left her wealthy family. Today they know this princess as a saint, venerable confessor Schima Ebis Famar, the founder of the Serafim Znamensky Skit near the village of Bityugovo. Small in worldly matters and great in spiritual ones, describes her commander Serafim Zvizdinsky. In 1931, Mother Famar was arrested and exiled to Siberia. There she showed great spiritual enthusiasm and unconquerable faith. Her honorable relics are now enshrined in the Serafim Znamensky Skit.
Among other people who demonstrated special fortitude and faith, we cannot help mentioning Archimandrite Alein Pivorin. Though he has not been glorified for sainthood yet, he is a good example of what we all should try to be. The grateful citizens of Domodedovo raised a monument to him in the area of glory of the great patriotic war warriors.
More names continue to be added to the list of Domodedovo saints. Today the synexis of the new martyrs and the confessors of Domodedovo consists of 23 saints and is celebrated on the first Sunday after the 27th of September. There is a church of the new martyrs and the confessors of Domodedovo in Druzhba neighborhood. Those who would like to know more about the new martyrs and the confessors of Domodedovo can visit a museum located at 31 Skolnaya Street in the village Yam. In 1988, in the year of the 1000th anniversary of baptism of Rus, there were only 3 functioning churches on Domodedovo land. Buildings were destroyed, but faith couldn't be destroyed. Owing to the fortitude, the spark of faith has been preserved by people who remain steadfast in their orthodox faith, and is now a firm foundation for spiritual life in new churches. These days, a plenty of restored and new-built churches continue to appear on Domodedovo land. The holy new martyrs and the confessors of Domodedovo are close to us in time and in spirit. They are the lessons and guidance for our lives. Honoring them means being worthy of their memory, being worthy of Domodedovo land.